And
Okay,
hello, my fellow Shogun 2 players, Zaript here with Majuts. Hello.
Hello.
Yep, and this is a Holy Grail Wars tournament, round 2 on Jigakudani Valley. It's a Twig and Jigs against Killepancake and next Sacramentum. And
From the
this
Iron
pair
Span.
on the right is the ones I lost in the first round to with a Granita in an awful game. Well, because me and Granite are Shogun full of the samurai players mostly, and I still don't even have a level 10 avatar, so no experience for me. And because I got into Crusader Kings, I don't even have time to play more.
Yeah, you have to play more Shogun 2, more vanilla Shogun 2, especially.
I hope to, but I mean, I really dislike the whole idea of that hold firm armies. Basically, I really can play
It's not that bad.
only one style. I still play like all the games I win. I play like Fall of the Samurai. I take 2 or 3 matchlocks and use them as say Black Tortoise forces. And if I win, I win using matchlocks. That's the only way for me to win.
Yeah, well, you always need matchlocks, that's my opinion at least. Well, some people prefer rushing, but they are certainly better than the bow skirmish builds you'll find.
Yeah, well, I mean, in a bit different manner. I mean, there is something about this game that I don't really understand is how people keep some forces in reserve. I'm I'm really as a Fall of the Samurai player, I always come with idea that you want to use as many forces as you can at any
Oh
moment
yeah,
of time.
that's true. I personally I use almost all my units if necessary. I don't have units that I really use as a reserve specifically. If I don't have to use them, okay, then that's fine. But it's not like I have some units that are reserved right from the start.
Hmm. Yeah, but
So
it's completely different mindset, which I think I have to get to if I want to play at least semi-decent in a Rome 2 because it would be very similar game in a sense of how unit stats work, because engine would be the same. They say they're changing, they certainly changing killing rate, so killing rates would be slower. There would be additional stuff like shields. There would be additional stuff like units would have a different ways. So, for example, something like Naginata Samurai would be able to push Naginata attendants, for example, without
yeah,
even killing. Well, I don't know how it will work. That's what designer told in his interview.
yeah, I've seen that video, and well, I'm not sure if I want the combat to be a bit slower, but it's
Well,
at least it's slower than the Rome 1 is at the moment, and that game is super fast in terms of kill rates, so that's good.
but it makes sense considering that they had shields. It's generally a bit slower than Shogun 2.
Yeah,
It should have a different feeling.
and in Shogun 2 they really made it so that individual units were fighting other individual units. So, and in Rome it's more like units actually fighting against each other, like a regiment or yeah, what you see as a combined unit with the shields in front of them in formation. Yeah.
It would be interesting to see how they implement that. And other things that I don't, for me as a Fall of the Samurai player, of course, it's always I have a big question. What would they add to the game to count high defense units? I mean, for me, the game would be really difficult if it would be about, if it could be grinding battle
What
at some point.
you think that high defense units like the phalanx and stuff like are going to be overpowered? Is that your
Well,
fear? Is
yeah,
that what
I
you're
mean,
saying?
from Shogun 2, just imagine how would you play a game. Imagine Shogun 2 without matchlocks, but with level 9 Naginata Warrior, Naginata Samurai.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that would be terrible.
I mean, there is no counter, right? So.
um, no duchies maybe, but then you also need to have a high level no duchies.
But he can have more because he don't afraid of cavalry.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. The only thing, you can still get morale shocks with cavalry recharges, but you can't kill much. That's the only thing.
Yep. So his hold firm will keep him in the game, and
Yeah.
you can't kill him. You can rout him. So, at some sense, if you don't want to play the same build, you forced to bring matchlocks. You're really forced to.
Yeah, but I feel that has always been the optimal choice, bringing some matchlocks in Shogun 2.
Yeah. And
Maybe
okay.
when there was a point where you had the morale penalty when you hit your own units in the back. Back then, people just completely stopped using matchlocks. Most people. Fortunately, that's over. But at least now it's pretty much balanced, and I would always take some matchlocks, 1 or 2.
Yeah, well, they still give that moral penalty, but not that severe, it seems.
Yeah, but they have a good killing rate, and for if someone brings Hands of Shadows, you want some matchlocks because those are indestructible.
Yeah. And it seems players ready. And dodges we have is Shrine, Workshop, Archery Dojo, and
Yeah,
Sword
it's pretty
Dojo.
balanced. Well, the Sword Dojo is in favor of one team, but in terms of the Shrine and the Workshop, you don't want to give those dojos up. So we'll see a very wide battle. That's gonna be
Yep.
fought all over the map, hopefully.
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's what I'd like to see.
Would be interesting to see. I already can predict to some extent armies of that we don't see yet. If you don't stream, I can we can talk about it, because against me and Granitor they used a very sturdy build with a lot of level 9 Naginata Samurai, of course.
Oh, you mean next Sacramentum and
Ro-
Killepancake?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they
that's what
had
they're known
like 4 cavalry units, all how it's called, great gods, maybe 1 Boki, and very spear heavy, very highly vetted build. And we couldn't even double team one of them.
You
Just
have to
couldn't
use
break the
matchlocks
defense.
against next Sacramentum.
Well, yeah, that game was lost because of my mistake. We took kind of skirmishing builds because Shinano Riva is good for them. It has it's not good for rushing because of the
No, not
Riva.
really.
But I saw a chance to double team one, and I kind of called the rush, and it was fully my mistake. I misread the game, misread our chances, miscalculated. We should have just slowly and longly skirmished, because we have had both, and they didn't. So
Yeah, when you're playing someone with a Naginata army like that, it's really important to weaken his units first before engaging.
yeah.
Because they couldn't just hold forever.
They had end game
Okay,
started.
here we go.
And
so let's go over the armies. Where do we start?
Let's just start with the plans. We can clearly see that Killepancake going for Shrine from the very beginning. And
yeah, it's the same army like you told.
Yeah.
Just straight up. There were random teams, but apparently they are very good teammates because they have
play
sort
the
of the
same
armies, the same style. Yes.
But as we can see, Twig and Jix actually took another approach. They decided to go together, and to be honest, now I think Killepancake have to decide. Does he really want to go for Shrine? Because I think next would be double teamed easily. No, actually, it might actually be their plan. You know, that's what they did with us. They made it look like they really split it, but look how Killepancake actually ready to join the game, because this level 9 bulletproof samurai, Naginata war monks.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what if he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I should say I don't understand as well. Well, his match looks do a good damage to Muchlocks of Twig, so...
And Jix is throwing his katana cavalry in to that Naginata attendant. Yeah, he'll route it, but I don't know if that...
Wait, I don't even see where it...
On the very left near the workshop. Depends on how your camera is focused, of course.
But interestingly enough, you see how Hex winning battle in the middle, he probably used extended range in time. Look, already 75 kills.
It took a while for Twig's matchlocks to get in position, and apparently Twig isn't targeting, so he's still shooting at the attendant. And Twig is also not microing his other matchlock unit with Firecav getting in there. Same with Jix's mounted gunners, but they don't have any losses yet.
Huge blunder, I should say.
But as long as they can take out the cavalry, I mean, Jix has a mounted gunner and Twig has a Thunderbuss cavalry, so they can still be fine if they just remove all the mobile units. And they don't have much cavalry, because that's how these armies work.
Yeah, but so far,
still,
exchange is certainly not cost effective. And I think if they want to do anything, to achieve anything, they should start shifting already. Because Twig I think Twig shouldn't fight Killepancake. Look, is he planning to charge him uphill? Thunderbuss, oh man, what a micro, whoa. Look at this. 30 men left. And look, he's charging uphill. Awful beginning. I don't know if they already lost or not, but...
yeah, you shouldn't have engaged. You should have pulled back. But then the cavalry flank from Twig right now could possibly do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but the problem is he's getting catched by these Great Gods, and they're strong.
And Jix is now moving in. He's gonna have a downhill charge.
Yeah, and here Jix have a small advantage. But looking at army of Twig, it will rout like... I'm betting that he will not hold more than a minute, probably 40 seconds. Because when his Banzai wears off, it will be instant rout.
He's wrapping around the flank a bit though, with the Nadachis and his bulletproof samurai, which are full strength.
And level 2 Nadachi backcharge.
And those mounted gunners are getting a lot of good shots in, and the Thunderbuss, the 16 that are left. Look, Killepancake is routing.
Yeah.
He used Banzai on one of his Naginata samurai.
Did he already use Warcry? Oh, okay, so. Now he used it.
Yep.
And Twig still stays. Okay, he's generally in standing fight. Nice. Unexpected. Completely unexpected.
Game, but I think Twig and Jix have this if it stays like this. If they can protect the mounted gunner. Oh, next Sacramentum is trying to snipe the general of the Jix.
Jix! Oh, Gen snipe for Gen snipe. Oh.
Yeah, that's gonna cost them. Oh,
but Killepancake will lose his general as well.
Yeah, because Twig is doing the same Killepancake, using the Thunderbuss to snipe his gen. Yeah, on that side, Killepancake against Twig, it's over pretty much in Twig's favor. The other side, I still think Jix has this, but it's closer.
I don't really understand how it went this way.
Oh, well, one thing is that at least they have the workshop that helps.
Oh, and workshop and flanking advantage, yeah. Did they have a sword? I think at some point they had sword dodger before Iron Ron team uncapped it.
I think they got in there just before they got it. That doesn't really seem to matter much.
But I mean, the thing is, it was interesting how, well, you will see on a video of our loss, my 3 level 2 Nadachis in the middle, even with Banzai, routed very fast.
Yeah, they can, if you're unlucky, they can just waltz over your army.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. So, okay,
But
I'm getting more faith in this game just by looking at this. So maneuvering matters a lot, of course.
yeah, it
But
matters
I
a
mean,
lot. It's the most important thing.
well, it's always most important. But sometimes I just lose my patience with the game because I don't see enough good examples.
Oh yeah, then if you want, I can send you the replays, and then you can study them and see how.
Would be
You don't
nice.
have to play with your builds. It's important you're a good build, but you can just outplaying someone is way important, way more important.
Yeah.
And GG, because those are the last units of Killepancake and next Sacramentum.
Yeah. Two flank envelopes. The Twig
Well,
managed to go through around the left flank of Killepancake, and Jix managed to go over right flank of Nex. But initially, they certainly lost skirmishing fight. That Donderbass lost. Even so, it's in the end, it still killed over 100.
Yeah, it had 16 men left, hadn't killed as much before it got to that point, and it still got 144 kills. That's nice. You can see how strong that unit is if it can shoot constantly.
Jix Twig replay saved, and let's take a look at unit stats. Twig, yeah, Thunderbass. I mean, this is awful. They lose 30 men for nothing, and then kill 144.
Yeah, usually if my Thunderbuster mounted gunner goes to 16 men left, it just runs away. So he was very, very lucky he didn't rout.
Stand and fight for his general, I guess. Bulletproof Samurai, probably with Hold Firm or Inspire.
Yeah,
or
that
maybe
Bulletproof
Banzai.
and no Duchy, they came around the flank and just wrapped around.
Yeah, let's look. 1, 2, 3, 4 level 2 Nadachis. Fire Cavalry did interestingly decent. God's other son Jesse? What? Okay. Ah, Jesus and Jesse. Okay, I see the joke. Talking trees. Rasta Knights. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, he did fine. He did.
But his matchlocks, man, failed. Okay, Killepancake.
Yeah, his matchlocks. Yeah, Killepancake.
His Naginata Samurai, despite being so highly leveled, didn't do much. More importantly, look at his Naginata Warrior Monks. Level 9 Naginata Warrior Monks have only 90 kills. I don't understand it.
Yeah, he threw them in from the front, and then he got flanked a bit, so doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
They didn't stay on the field long enough to get enough kills.
Well, Naginata Warrior Monks usually kill quite fast, from what I can tell.
But what more importantly, those Great Guards did really bad. Level 5 Great Guards, 41 kills and 40 kills.
Yeah, well, one of them, from what I have seen, he charged them downhill, got caught on counter charge, and then tried to attack uphill. Kind of very messy micro on that one.
Yep.
His matchlocks killed 40 men, 30 of them Donderbaskav. Okay, moving fast.
He didn't have any meat shields, by the way.
Yep.
Surprising.
That's one of the problem of high vetted builds, I believe.
Well, most people do bring summit tenants, but yeah. And chicks with his Yari Sams.
You know, it's his trademark. He was one of the people who started to use Yarikachi in Fall of the Samurai extensively. And he does the same here.
Yari Sams are really good units now. They are cheap. They against other spear units that they can do recently decent. They're fast. That's the most important thing. They're fast.
Oh yeah, with that ideal flanking unit. Not afraid of cavalry, can flank fast. Yeah,
just don't send it against swords, but that makes sense. His mounted gunner
Yeah.
106 skills. His general 117. Oh yeah, he was Bojan, I think.
Yeah. 200 range. That's why he was trying to snipe, and his Nadachi is a level 6, exactly. Interesting build.
And Tetsuba Warrior Monk Hero, I think, for the morale. Because
Yeah,
he's a Bojan.
and Warcry. Warcry
Yeah,
is
also
always a
that.
good thing.
And then
Actually,
next Sacramentum. Look at that Matchlock Monk from next Sacramentum.
yeah. Well, in some sense, this is still no cavalry build. Well, katana cavalry, and one mounted gunners. So it's the same idea as Naginata samurai builds. So in a
Yeah, but
sense,
just more balanced.
yeah, a bit more balanced, but still, I wouldn't like to see such a build dominate as well. I feel like
No, true.
cavalry a little bit weak currently.
But he would have a problem with someone with more cav.
Mm,
And that is smart and not charge into those Yari Sams. I mean,
I think,
just a Bojan, a mounted gunner, and a katana cavalry are very easy to hold back with enough cav.
yeah, and bow cavalry can kite then. But I mean, if you think about it, you cannot kite this Yari samurai with matchlocks. Uh, you
No,
just
yeah.
cannot run from him.
On some maps with Yamabushi Guide you can, but it's
If he
not
pop up
optimal. It's not how you
rapid
want to play.
advance, can it really?
Yeah, it can. On maps with rivers or hills with Yamabushi, a Matchlock Monk is very fast too. Just their basic speed stat is really fast.
But generally, it still feels more difficult to kite than Naginata
Yeah,
samurai
it
build.
take a while. It's not optimal because it will take a while for the distance to develop, so you can shoot safely and then kite back again. It's not really how you should play the game.
Yeah. Okay then,
Okay.
and the last one is next Sacramentum. Very
Yeah, the Matchlock Monk they lets you shooting
ideal use, I
start.
would say.
Yeah.
That's what you want from your matchlocks. His army still did relatively good. This long Yara, Shigaru,
Yes, he
Naginata
used
samurai.
Naginata Tennis as a spiral army shield,
Yeah.
but he didn't have the great cards. He used Fire Cav instead and Yard Cav.
And interestingly enough, it was basically 1v1 for both of them.
Yeah, mostly.
Yeah,
So okay,
interesting. So
interesting game. Chicks and Twig go through, and we'll see you maybe later
yeah, in the next
for another
game,
game this term.
we find that we can cast. See you guys.
Okay, see ya.